fiercely contested game as we get the second quarter up and
Who are you playing? The Suns?
And a moment now
Pacers.
to look at the scoring approach in
Pacers.
terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bulls.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
They've got Abdul-Jabbar, also Heinsohn out there, and it's James in at the point guard.
Oh.
That's the Pacers 5. To the middle. Tim
I got away with that one.
The miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Cassell.
What the fuck?
Duncan outside. It's deflected.
Ah, for
and
fuck's sake,
stolen by
move.
Drummond. Kicks it to James. Pass to Drummond. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. They'll go to the line.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine,
Are you broadcasting that on
7 foot
YouTube
tall
or
with a
Twitch?
7'7"
YouTube.
inch wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
Bird, he's checked in for Barkley. So he comes up empty, missing both. And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletically.
You talked about the raw physical tools, and you factor in the 2 things as a big that I really value: great hands and quick feet. And he's got that
Yes.
going for him.
Oh, what?
You can't go through him. You can't go around him.
Fuck
and
you, Larry
certainly
Bird.
Can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him, as they say. For Indiana, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76%.
Fucking lag. Actually, I'm going to turn this chat off. I'll still be able to hear what you say, but it's just because the lag. I'll be back after you finish the game. Looks good, but.
Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Duncan is there. No good from Abdul-Jabbar. Inside, here's Bird. It's rebounded by
Fuck the
Indiana.
Bird.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And he gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The shot's good from Barry.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's James.
Holy fuck, man. This is intense.
Good, and the assist goes to James.
This Pacers team is off its face.
Here for Drummond.
Boy, such
I've managed to help hold them.
patience and decision-making for them
It's good, man. You're doing well.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're
Andre Drummond.
the assist.
Barry, the pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years,
Who are you using
showing
as
you
a
that
point
great
guard?
vision and still getting it done.
Cassell at the moment.
Drummond
Shot,
sets the
man.
screen for James.
I'm just saying that. I know it's about a six second delay.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls.
Oh, it's way delayed. I'm going to turn this off. That's not so
Cassell
confusing.
kicks to Bird from 20 feet out, and it's Chicago scoring again. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. On the wing, James. Drummond with a screen on Cassell. The drive by James, knocked away.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammates.
Oh, come
I'm sure
on.
he appreciated it.
Indiana trailing here.
You know, the Pacers ended up in 4th place in the Central Division last year, guys, and that's not quite what they were used to after taking the division the previous 2 years and getting to the Eastern Conference Finals in the playoffs.
Back to Abdul-Jabbar. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Bird. Passes it to Cassell. Lets it go with a 3. Shot no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Looking at last year with the Pacers, with Paul George out, the Pacers knew it would be tough to win the Central again. They still played decently, though, going 8-8 in divisional games.
And the Pacers played admirably. I mean, the division just got a lot tougher. If the Pacers bounce back, you could easily see 4 of the Central Division members making the playoffs in the near future.
Peyton, he's checked in for James. And Chicago also making a switch. Allen Iverson's checked in for Cassell. Iverson kicks to Duncan. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys.
Fuck me. How the hell do you do that?
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Bird's shot is good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Got a piece of it. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
ABC's checked in for Andre Drummond. Parrish, he's checked in for Chicago. Jordan comes in for Bird. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. 14 points for Michael Jordan.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Peyton. He has 6. They get the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Hayes.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Outside Jordan. Now the dish to Parrish. The pass to Barry. It's deflected. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. The Pacers pull it in. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be just 1 game play to win from home for them.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Parrish, following the score by Indiana. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by McGrady.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And the basket by Peyton.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him. And for Wallace last season, his main contribution was made on the sideline and in the locker room. A mentor and a spiritual leader for the Celtics. He rarely saw floor time, but his presence was felt by the young players looking for guidance, getting it from the aggressor we used to call Crash.
Greg, when you think about Wallace's career, you think about the reckless style of play that led to his success, but also Clark off into the injuries.
Yeah, you know, I think the toughness Wallace is imbuing in the younger players is a positive as long as it's balanced with control and discipline. That's the key.
Barkley, he's checked in for Duncan.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster. And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Pacers leading by 3. And there's the feed to Wallace. There's a good screen. 1:03 left in the first half of the game. Off with the layup. As you mentioned, the Bulls added veteran leaders last season. Pau Gasol was the notable one. 11 Bulls, Clark, had playoff experience prior to their postseason run a season ago.
And that's invaluable, Kevin, to have that kind of experience. I mean, having Gasol, a 2-time champion in the locker room, big. As is having
for
almost
fuck's
a
sake.
dozen guys who understand the intensity and the details that playoff basketball requires.
To the middle.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Here's Parrish. Makes it off the glass. Parrish has got 4 points in the quarter.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right,
Yeah,
Kevin?
that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
12 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Payton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From deep. It's a tie game in Indiana. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Here with Frank Vogel. And, Coach, you've got to be pleased with that first half. The ball was moving. Your guys were sharing. Things were going well for you. What about it pleased you?
Yeah, the game is simple when you make the extra pass, when you play the right way. We start out playing this way. We got to continue it for 4 quarters.
Thank you, Frank. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game.
Yeah, that was a good half. Good post moves.
Quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued the battle, and they were able
That
to
was a good
close out
three
the half
too with
in
Jordan.
a good position. And,
it's weird seeing him with only number 2.
They'll be changing it as soon as I can.
Yeah. Well, I've turned trades off for now until everyone gets about halfway through the season. I'm watching it out on the Apple TV, man. It's good. Alright, I'm going to lead you to it.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Jordan having a terrific game. He's got 17 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. Bird is out there with Duncan.
Look at that fucking...
And it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Ewing in at the pivot spot.
I don't know, the true nigga.
Now here's Payton. Shot left block. Uses the
Fuck
pass
you,
to drop it in. Payton's got the game tied up here for the Pacers. The Bulls shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it.
Oh, fuck you,
to go. The Pacers shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. McGrady passes to Hayes. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. McGrady's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
And he gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Indiana lead.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
The drive by Jordan. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Jordan's got 19 points.
Boy, Kevin, that's a confident shot. He drained that one with the defense right in his face.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow. But Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Bulls trail by 4. Now Iverson. Here's Duncan. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Payton against Iverson. That doesn't go either for Payton.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And again, no good by Chicago. Pacers leading by 4. Abdul-Jabbar with it. He's picked up by Ewing, and the shot is good. 14 points for ABC.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find some, you're right. Duncan kicks to Ewing. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. No good from Jordan. And it's Indiana's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Bird left side. There's the triple. Shot is off. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Here's Wallace. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. McGrady's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Iverson kicks to Duncan. Down low. Jordan gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Payton dishes to McGrady. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pacers didn't have the year they wanted to last season. Still, their defense was right near the top. They kind of hang their head on that, don't they?
Exactly. I mean, that is what this team's culture is all about, defense. And even in a down year, they were very hard to play against for other teams.
Iverson against Payton. He kicks it to Abdul-Jabbar, and he goes in for the dunk.
You gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And it's Wallace with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
The jump hook, and with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Duncan.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
For fuck's sake.
There's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the assist by Payton. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Chicago making a switch here. Parrish is checked in for Ewing. Barkley comes in for Duncan. Barry's checked in for Bird. And it's Cassell in for Allen Iverson. Heinsohn the pass to Hayes. Here's Sprewell. To the inside, Drummond, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Jordan can't get it to go. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to Cleveland. Here's Sprewell, guarded by Jordan. The drive by James. It's Hayes, top of the key. 5 on the clock. Drummond with a screen on Barkley. Off the pick. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bulls trail by 12. Pushing it up. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Nice shot by James. James has got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
To the left wing. Here's Barry, covered by Hayes. Goes up from the top of the key. That's short off the rim. Pacers leading by 12. James outside. Drummond a screen. James the pass to Sprewell. Dishes it to Hayes. Puts one up from 19. Nice jump shot. Good. Hayes has got 16. Bulls trail by 14. Pass to Parrish. That falls. Great assist by Sam Cassell. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Oh, for God's sake.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 14 points here for Drummond.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Heinsohn, good. And the Pacers lead by 16.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
James against Cassell. James kicks to Hayes. Hook shot. Again,
Oh,
Indiana.
fuck's sake.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Here's Sprewell, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blow. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Bulls trail by 20. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with
Oh man, you've been going too hardcore. You got to slow the play down. It's 2K16. You can't be just taking shots from anywhere, man. You got to get into space. Just slow it down. You can hear me going fucking talking on the TV out in the lounge. I believe in you, man. But it is a long season, and that team is hard, man. The amount of players they have.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to
I'm gonna leave you be.
and have
I'll be
it
back.
turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent. It's been a nice game for McGrady. He has 8 points and 7 assists.
No idea we see a performance like this one today.
The only way to describe it in my vocabulary is dominance.
And McGrady drops them both. Bulls trail by 18. Here's Iverson. Barkley outside. Here's Parrish. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A long wind-up and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
McGrady passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Parrish grabs the board. Parrish has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Passes it to Barry. Takes a shot at the elbow.
Oh, for
Rebound
God's
by
sake.
Wallace. Pacers leading by 16. McGrady kicks to Payton. Back to McGrady. The steal. Tipped away. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Iverson kicks to Jordan. And stolen by Payton.
God damn
3
it.
on 3. Knocked loose and stolen by Iverson. From deep, Jordan. And again, Chicago. No good.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Indiana leading by 18. Payton outside. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Jordan with the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Wallace. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Barry the pass to Parrish. Lets it go from 14. And the jumper is good. Parrish has got 4 this quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
There's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the assist by Peyton. Peyton's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Ewing's checked in for Chicago. Duncan comes in for Barkley. Free throw good, Jordan. Indiana leading by 15. McGrady with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Now here's Hayes. Not a lot of room. No good from 11 feet. As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Indiana moving the ball around. Deflects the pass. Uses both ends to slam it down.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength, just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
McGrady outside. Wallace with the ball. Iverson picks him up. The shot. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Kicks it to Hayes. There's the screen. He feeds it to Abdul-Jabbar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points this quarter.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Bulls trail by 17. Now the pass to Barry. Abdul-Jabbar against Ewing. Kicks it out to Iverson. Takes the 13-footer. The shot no good. Great D that time from Peyton. The Pacers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. To the paint. He's looking for Abdul-Jabbar and finds him. Here's Hayes. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And the foul on the monster. That's his first foul.
Indiana calls timeout.
And the Pacers call time here. They're in front by 17. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. .151 left to play here in the fourth. And that one's good. McGrady.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Bulls trail by 19. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. From deep, Iverson. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Indiana leading by 19 points. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Back to Payton. He dishes it to Abdul-Jabbar. Inside, just 4 to shoot. And that one's good. And the Pacers lead by 21.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pacers.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for ABC. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Here's Heinsohn, guarded by Jordan. Heinsohn, good.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Jordan kicks to Bird, takes a 3, and James pulls it down. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
Nope.
Well, Gerald.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
I don't know.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.
Holy shit, man.
Fuck it up.
No, well, dude, that fourth quarter was good, man. You're getting a decent amount of rebounds. Just unlucky shots. But, yeah, fucking, that team's going to be hard to beat, man. You were unlucky. Hang on, I have to go quit this shit out there. I can hear myself out there.
This shit's hard, man.
Wow.
This shit is
It was
hard.
pretty exciting watching. It was pretty exciting watching that part, considering that it's not just some random game. It's actually league. Well, Jones is up. On the Washington Wizards. He is last time he sent us a screenshot. He was 44-32 up. So yeah. Man, that team was just fucking chronic, man. Like, it's going to be hard, man. Like, the fact it's on pro, and also that there's not a single player that's under 80 in the whole fucking league, so... Just want to have a look at that Pacers team. Yeah. Oh, they actually live an update. Well, there you go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So the Gary Payton, Tracy McGrady, yeah, having Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Andre Drummond. But overall, their team isn't that great. But this Kareem, but he's on 99. He was I didn't realise how athletic he was back then. He could actually move so well for such a big cunt. Holy fuck, man, you think that's bad? Fucking Leigh lost 126 to 89 against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Fuck. Who we got next?
Who's that game? Ah, yeah. That's right, I forgot he simmed. Yeah. He was outscored 14 points in the first half and 11 points in the second half. And then in the third quarter, it was 31-19. Man, this is going to be hard. Fuck me.
I don't even know if I'm going to play the second game or not tonight.
I'm going to have a game.
Who you got?
I got the Philly. I got Philly first. I actually haven't had a look at Philly yet. Actually, I should have a quick look. So Philly's got Kevin Johnson, Mitch Richmond, Dominic Wilkins, Tim Duncan. I'm looking at Tim Duncan's actually 98. Walt Bellamy, Sidney Moncrief. I have no idea who any of those players are apart from Dominic Wilkins and Tim Duncan. They're very old players. I don't recognise any of these people, man. They're all pretty high, but yeah. So I got the 76ers and then I've got the Knicks, and that I'm not looking forward to that game, man.
Have fun with the Knicks, man. I've got
Jason Kidd, who's 95, Michael Jordan, 99, LeBron James, 92, Rajon Rondo, 88, Vin Baker, 87. So they've got three in the 90s. It's not too bad. But they've also got Blake Griffin. He's full.
Oh, you're kidding me.
So they've got fucking massive strength up front, man. And the fact is that that's Michael Jordan in his prime, man. 99.
Dude.
What?
Look at the Clippers.
Hang on. I'm on the... Oh, Julius Erving and Magic Johnson.
And Pistol Pete Maravich.
Yeah, but Matt... Ah, yeah, true. Fuck, that's actually a pretty good sign, actually. But Magic Johnson, that's not the real Magic Johnson. That's 92. Yeah, it's not too bad. The one to fear, the two teams to fear are, well, the Pacers, I reckon. Like, they would just look amazing. But it's going to be the Knicks and the Bucks. The Bucks are just, yeah, Jason Kidd, Dwayne Wade in his prime, Paul Pierce in his prime, Anthony Davis, Hakeem Olajuwon and Chauncey Billups, man. Like, this is fucking bullshit, man. Especially Anthony Davis. And as you know from last night, Paul Pierce is fucking hard. Yeah.
How the fuck can you see my 3-point scorings?
Jones, 83-55 against Washington.
Yeah, they're not great. But look at his team too.
Yeah, I know.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP da UFP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza, deformando o seu rosto. Se calos falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar do impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Juro, pras minas no fronte, que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte dela, um sonho com um novo horizonte.
Are you still broadcasting?
Yeah.
Pobre menino,
have a look.
sofre de verdade, por toda a cidade, ainda mais do que a palavra liberdade é feminina.
Lonzo Mourning, Scottie Pippen. He was pretty overall. His shooting's good, man. 9 from 14, 7 from 11, 7 from 12, 3 and 6. He was pretty efficient.
Legalité pour mon peuple, s'il vous plaît. Mille familles, mille pour select. Ma révolution est black, noir, check. Et ma guerre, meilleur qu'hier. Ma terre, mes mains, c'est ma place. E o velho sonho, viver em paz. Com o necessário, sem ter demais. Verde mais, verde mais, verde mais. Família.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Chicago Bulls here to defend the home court, playing host to the Western Conference. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
and you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Speedy out there with Carter, and it's ABC, and it's Garnett, and it's Reed in at the center position. The first one falls. And so he hits both.
And injuries, once again, were a central theme of the Bulls' season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
Looking at the news.
That one's good.
Hayes, Elvin Hayes with 24 on you tonight. He looked like a cunt, but
Bird kicks to Duncan.
76ers beat Mick as well.
With the block.
What was that?
Now Murphy.
Oh, I was saying that
There's the dish to Carter.
that Mick.
James outside.
Nah, 76ers beat Mick's team.
Again, James missing. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to Brooklyn. The drive by Iverson.
Sorry, man, I didn't realize you were playing.
Now that's terrific.
So I'll come back to you after you finish your game.
And you know they'll be
I'll
conscious of him
drop
next
in
time
the
they
end
take it
halftime.
inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the score by Phoenix. It's stolen by Garnett. Fast break, here come the Suns. And the basket by Murphy. Murphy's got his first basket.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
And the dunk by Reed.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And here's Murphy following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Shot from 16. The putback and the dunk by Reed.
Kev, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Yeah, is it ever? I mean, I doubt we'll see them make that mistake again.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Iverson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Jordan with a delightful delivery on that one.
And Ewing sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix
Fuck out of
retain
here.
possession. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Reed kicks to Murphy. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murphy's got 5.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Good.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek,
That
probably
does
one
not
of the
look like very
tougher
good.
coaches in the league. He'll bring your ear if you make mental error.
Now here is Carter. Garnett kicks to Carter. And stolen by Jordan. Iverson right side. Dishes to Duncan. Shoots it up. Iverson, no luck. And for Coach Hornacek, Greg, you learned from one of the toughest coaches as a player. Several trips to the finals. And you know this guy well, Clark. Jerry Sloan was the guy that molded Jeff Hornacek.
One of the outstanding coaches in the history of the NBA, Jerry Sloan. Although Hornacek saw all that success in Utah, this is a homecoming job for him because he started his career in Phoenix.
Here's Iverson following the score by Phoenix. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Duncan, and he dunks it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's
Fuck,
got
he's
his
a
sight
slow
on
cunt,
the rim.
but
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Some changes for Chicago. Barkley comes in for Duncan. And Berry subbed in for Bird. And it's the Suns with the ball. They lead by 4. Murphy with the ball. He's got 7. Here's James. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Barry. Passes it to Barkley. Great D that time from James.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up there. So he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And Phoenix making a change here. Worthy's checked in. Bulls trail by 5. And stolen by Worthy. He feeds it to James. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And guys, with the Suns last year, you know, it wasn't a full return to that 7 seconds or less era, but it was pretty close. And the Suns were right at the top in terms of pace of play.
Iverson, no luck. Suns leading by 5. Carter dishes to Worthy. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists tonight.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Now here's Jordan. He has 5. And again, no good by Chicago. Well, as our listeners and our viewers know, we love analytics, and pace is how many possessions you see during an average game. The Suns were close, Clark, to 100.
Yeah, only the Rockets and Warriors played at a higher pace than the Suns did, Kevin. And pushing the pace is really when they were most effective.
Ewing against Garnett. Ewing can't get it to go.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Tell you what, guys. They're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Robert Parrish is checked in for the Bulls. Cassell comes in for Allen Iverson. Here's Parrish. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. Suns leading by 7. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. From 12 feet out. No good from Bledsoe. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Bulls shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Phoenix. Now here's Bledsoe. Second shot opportunity. Scola, no luck.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here's Jordan. Screen by Parrish. Jordan, the pass to Parrish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barkley. Can't get it to go. Ellis with some nice D. And the rejection by Parrish. Out of bounds. Phoenix
no.
Keeps possession.
You can't have that. Oh.
52 seconds left to play in the first. And he gets it to go. Ellis has got his first points in this one.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 8. And again, no good by Chicago.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Cassell against Bledsoe. And he gets it to go.
Cassell, you're
an 8-point Suns lead.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's Jordan. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain them.
Ellis on top. And it's Chicago with the rebound. From deep three-point range. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Suns lead by 6. Hey, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say. And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Duncan is out there with Bird. Then there's Barry.
For God's sake, you should make that.
And it's Iverson in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Brak and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Kevin Garnett, he's checked
Oh,
in
what the
for
fuck was
Louis
that?
Scola. Parrish, the pass to Barry. The feed to Iverson. Murphy with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And the shot is good. Murphy's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Suns.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Iverson kicks to Bird. Reed against Parrish. From 7 and off the glass. That one's good. Parrish has got his second bucket of the night. Suns leading by 6. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The drive by James. Here's Reed. Power down with both hands.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Into the Bulls, shooting the ball at 42%. Iverson dishes to Duncan. And there's the pass to Barry. Off target from outside.
He doesn't shoot threes anymore.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and getting as good as they get on the inside.
The drive by Iverson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Vince Carter picks one up. Chicago was as strong as they would have hoped for last season at home in the United Center. A lot of big wins for him here.
Yeah, and despite all the injuries, they go 27-14 at home, and that helped to assure them of home court in the first round of the playoffs.
Ewing's checked in for Chicago.
You know, you look back on the Bulls' record last year with 27 home wins. That's pretty solid. Same exact total as they had the year before. They haven't gone below 500 at home since 2008. Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting. And a big part of why the Bulls are tough at home is this crowd. I mean, sold out every game last season. Led the league in total attendance for 6 straight seasons, averaging over 21,000 fans per game.
And the Suns call time.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. He's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Chicago making a switch here. G's checked in, and it's Carter penetrating, softly drops in the floater.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Bird outside. Here's Barry, defended by Carter. Here's Ewing. And the rebound goes to Murphy. Suns leading by 8. James right side.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia slam.
Oh, come on.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they've buried it.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
G kicks to Ewing. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Reed. Here's James, and that one's good. James has got 8.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Indiana. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his first foul. Phoenix with the ball. Now here is Murphy. He's got 9. Reed. Great defense that time from Ewing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
The screen from Ewing. Here's Bird. Bird can't get that one to fall.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt. About it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Barkley, he's checked in for G. Jordan comes in for Barry. And it's Cassell in for Allen Iverson. And then for Phoenix, Worthy's checked in for Garnett. Ellis comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Speedy. The drive by Jordan and the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Z's checked in for Reed. Z. Ewing, the pass to Jordan. Ewing dishes to Barkley. The jump hook. There's the bucket.
On the way.
Barkley's got his first points of the night. Suns leading by 12. Bledsoe kicks to Ellis. To the paint. And Barkley sends it back. And he recovers it. And the foul on the monster. Luis Scola. He's checked in for Phoenix.
Substitution for the Suns. Luis Scola.
Here's Ellis. Here's Z. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. And the Suns lead by 14.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Chicago calls timeout.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
Ewing's shot is good.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. 1:37 left to play in the first half. Can't hit from the elbow. Getting back to Monte Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think he would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career. Points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game. Never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work, and you ask his competitors throughout this league, and they're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
Cassell against Bledsoe. Screened by Barkley. Down low. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark in 2 for 4.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
No good from Bledsoe. Bulls trail by 10. Left side, Jordan. Moves back up. And Bird finishes inside. Bird's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Barkley kicks to Jordan. Cassell, the pass to Jordan. The shot was good. Cassell making the play. And now it's only a 5-point Suns lead.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Suns ahead, up 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Monte, you guys had very...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Great half, man.
It's a shit start,
back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports
yeah, great half. You got 12-0 to 12-9 in that last run.
Let's start with you, Kenny.
That was good, man. Keep it up. Alright, I'll let you go. That was good. No,
this pick and roll.
Charles Barkley is that, yeah, but you just got that awesome pick and roll towards the end there with Charles Barkley. That was good, man. Yeah, keep it going. It's good. Alright, I'll see you later. I'll talk to you at the end of third.
And he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. They've got ABC. Carter is out there with Speedy. And it's Garnett. And it's Reed. And at the 5, roaming the paint. The drive by Jordan.
Oh, what a play.
Through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Suns leading by 3.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indiana. Feeds it to Ewing. They get a hand on it. Reed with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's James. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Bird dishes to Ewing. There's a good screen. Here's Jordan. Carter pulls it in. The Suns have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker with the break. Shoots a fader. There's the bucket. Good.
That's
Carter's
bullshit.
got his 3rd basket of the night.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Brak, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a three-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Barry's checked in for Bird. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
You know, guys, the Suns went from the 8th seed to finishing 10th in the West. I mean, it would have been a tough task for them to stay in the race, particularly after all the trades. I mean, their team was in transition.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And when you shake up a roster, as the Suns did last year, it's hard to keep pace. They ended 6 games back of that final playoff spot, but that all happened after they decided to shake things up.
Here's Murphy. And he gets
come on.
To go off the front iron.
Over Duncan, yeah, fuck off.
Murphy's got 11 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Murphy with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Drops in the breakaway layup. Murphy's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide. Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Suns leading by 8. And the Suns call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Reed against Parrish. The 19-foot shot goes back up, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Parrish has got 6.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Kicks it out to James. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 11.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
The drive by Iverson, and he gets it to go.
And that's his style right there. That's his game. He plays it as well as anyone, and when we get to crunch time, that's when he's at his best.
Garnett. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Carter's got his 4th assist in this one.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. I will give you that one. Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Suns?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
No good on the triple.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Parrish kicks to Jordan, and he gets the bucket. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
James, the pass to Reed. The shot is off. Duncan with some nice D. Bulls trail by 9. Iverson outside. Duncan, a screen. Reed against Iverson. Looks for Parrish. Gets it to him. Just 5 to shoot. That's good. Parrish has got 8.
Kevin, a big guy with his quickness should be almost illegal. How can you guard that?
Murphy dishes to James. Garnett outside. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Come on.
Murphy against Iverson. To the inside. Here's Barry. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Reed's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Listen, no doubt the Suns were a competitive team a season ago, especially against that Eastern Conference. Took 18 wins out of the 30 contests they had against the East.
Chicago calls timeout. Suns did win the games they were supposed to against the East. As you were talking about, Greg, they had no problem with any team, Clark, as you look back on the Eastern Conference.
Well, you look at the record there against the East, 18-12 against that conference, 9-7 against the playoff teams in the East. Only one of 9 teams in the entire league that could claim that.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Barkley, he's checked in for Parrish. Bird comes in for Jordan.
I'm back.
And it's Cassell in for Iverson.
Yeah, man. Switch the priority to faster defensive transition, because they're just running the fast break constantly, man. And the team is staying behind for defensive rebound. So when you have a timeout, just switch the team plays to faster defensive transition. Because you're playing good, man. Man, some highlight plays. Some of those that post move you did with Jordan was fucking sick.
Frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
I'll leave you be.
Worthy against Cassell, but they get it back. And stolen by James. Pass to Ellis. Plenty of space. Bird pulls it in. Bird's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Z slams it home for the putback.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Chicago making some changes. Ewing's checked in for Duncan. And it's Jordan in for Cassell. Luis Scola, he's checked in for the Suns. And here is Jordan. 17 points in the game. Here's Ewing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And it's 7 points for the Monster.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And it's Ellis penetrating.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here it. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Bulls trail by 15. They've got Ewing. Barry is out there with Barkley. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Iverson in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And it's blocked.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass. The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Barkley kicks to Ewing. To the middle. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Ewing. 19 points for Jordan.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Parrish.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's Barry. Ball's not
For
loose.
God's sake,
Murphy with the steal.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
And it's Carter penetrating, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That's good from Vince Carter.
What a great game for Vince Carter in this one. He's got 8 points, then his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
And the Suns making a change here. James is checked in.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Up top, Ewing. To the inside. Here's Parrish. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Carter against Jordan. Kicks to Murphy. Carter on the wing. Reed a screen on Jordan. Carter. And the Suns
for
take
fuck's
on
sake.
2 more.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
So here's Murphy. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's James. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Iverson kicks to Parrish.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, giving yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Now Murphy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Suns lead by 21.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Iverson against Murphy. And it's Parrish missing.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Puts it up from 7, and it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And it's James missing. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Wasted no time on that one. 23 points for Michael.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Garnett with a screen on Jordan. Carter kicks to Garnett. They get it back. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Here's James.
Well, we all know that number 1 overall picks are incredibly valuable. I mean, they can change the course and face of an entire franchise. Last season, the playoffs were full of teams that featured number 1 overall picks.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Duncan, he's checked in for Parrish. And it's Bird in for Barry. That drive by Carter. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Carter's got 6 in the quarter. And guys, teams with the number 1 overall pick tend to go very deep in the playoffs. Just the nature of how the NBA lottery and rebuilding structure works.
Yeah, and in the playoffs last season, every team in the conference semis but one had a number 1 overall pick on their roster. So that one team was the Grizzlies.
And here's Bird for 3. Good D by James.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The tray. Again, James missing.
I cannot understand why he keeps jacking up these threes. This is not what the fans came to see.
Murphy with the ball. On the wing, James. Drills the three-pointer. James has got 12 points here in the second half.
And that's his 2nd triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Iverson. Phoenix grabs the miss.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Garnett, the screen. The drive by James. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Ewing kicks to Iverson. There's the triple. But they'll get another chance.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Phoenix.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for James. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Bledsoe dishes to Ellis. He kicks to Scola. Screen by Ellis. They set the pick. Clock at 4. Scola passes to Z. Soft touch off the glass.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Bledsoe outside. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny
Unlucky, my
Smith.
friend.
Let's take a look
This
at
is
our Jordan
fucking
player of the
ridiculous.
game. He just put it
Yeah.
completely
Well, that's the
out of
thing. I could tell each shot
was
that you were
50%.
shooting
Okay.
wasn't going to make it.
And
Because
that'll do it for this
there was
edition
just
of the NBA
not enough
on
space,
2K
so you're just
Sports.
sort of just jacking up shots without getting any space. That's the problem with 2K16. It's different to... That's the thing that I said to Jones when I first started playing it. I said, you can't get any fucking space. He says, yeah, I know. The whole system has changed because of the esports, so you have to kind of work the ball around. But a lot of your post play was great, but like there was at least, especially in that second quarter, a lot of that post play was good. And Jordan's definitely your best player. He had a fucking awesome game. It was just unlucky, and the fact is that because they were fast breaking, and by the time that you because I saw you switch it to run and transition.